I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies. Man, get it up to Anthony and the crew. Spotlight over the city. Welcome to Spotlight over the city. My name is Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Man, welcome to Spotlight over the city, you guys. We appreciate my live audience, everybody in the building. We have a wonderful show today for you guys.
Yes, we
do. But before we go any further, we would like to say shout out to the whole WLVS family.
Oh,
we would like to also the whole Listen Vision family. Thank you guys for tuning in all the way in Philadelphia, the Hall Mills Network in Jersey. We shout out Eugenie Jones all the way out in L.A., the whole Atlanta family. We love you guys down there in Atlanta. We'll be down there shortly. Man, I just got an inbox about some great news down there. We're going to be coming to you guys broadcasting live in Atlanta soon. We're going to be covering some events. Shout out to North Carolina, Charlotte. We'll be down there doing some big things for the NBA All-Star. Shout out to who else? Everybody, Facebook family, what's going on? We see y'all on Facebook. Everybody that's with us live on Facebook, we appreciate you guys for turning in.
Yeah, I got to turn this down, baby. Let's get to it.
Okay, you know we live, but we do the.
Congratulations, though, to Jeremy. Jeremy Beaver, you did that.
Hey, Jeremy.
You did it.
You pulled it off like a superhero, bro. I like to say, give it up for Jeremy Beaver.
Yeah, you did that.
For you guys who don't know, Jeremy Beaver is the CEO of Listen Vision. He's a great friend. He's also passionate about hip-hop. I didn't know that Jeremy Beaver is the largest collector of hip-hop memorabilia in the country.
Oh, we know now, though.
He has a museum that actually is a hip-hop museum pop-up down on Delaware Avenue at the Culture House, formerly known as the Blind Wino. Excuse me, I'm still getting over cold, me and wifey. Formerly known as the Blind Wino. So if you get a chance, go out there and check out the memorabilia. When I say it's an amazing thing, it is totally amazing thing to just see the memorabilia and all the things that we have. And he's collected every piece himself. So we're proud to be a part of Listen Vision. Just for that alone, that's a big deal.
Yes.
So last weekend we were there and we had a booth and it was just a wonderful time. You know, Fox came out, a whole bunch of people came out.
It was really nice.
It was just amazing to see Grandmaster Cass and Melly Mel and all. Just everybody, man. They was real down to earth and cool. It was a family type of situation. Yeah. It was just lit, you know. It was super lit. And speaking of that, we have a winner.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go any further to the show, we have a winner. So give it up for Carol Butler. She's the winner. She came by the booth.
Carol Butler.
And she put a business card in, and she was selected as the winner of the, what the hell is it?
Carol Butler gets the,
it's
an Echo Dot. Amazon Echo Dot. Add Alexa to any room. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
So Carol Butler, you're the winner. We'll
Carol
get this
Butler
to
is
you.
the winner, and we will get that to her somehow, some way. I haven't figured that part out yet, but we're going to get it to you.
We'll get it to her.
All right, let's get to it. Spotlight news. Before we go any further, Spotlight Over the City is hosted by Spotlight Over the City is sponsored by none other than Horse and Dickies. Make sure you get out there and get you some good old fish. I think I want me some tomorrow.
Yes.
Some good old Fish Fridays. Get out there and tell them that Spotlight sent you, and they're going to hit that button, and they're going to give you 10% off your entire order. Yes. So make sure you get out there to that Horse and Dickies on Allentown Road and tell them Spotlight
Over the City sent you. But one other thing, I saw that you all, Horse and Dickies over there in Suitland, posted today for furloughed government workers on Friday. They're going to do, it's either Friday or Saturday. Check their Instagram page. They're going to do buy one meal, get one 50% off. You have to show your government ID, and then you can get that special.
I really like that.
Yep.
I think that's amazing. Thank you guys for doing that. He told me they was going to do something. I just didn't know what. So thank you over there, Rashid. Thank you over there. I ain't even going to say her name because I'll keep it right there. So anyway, thank you, Horse and Dickies, for doing that. And we appreciate you guys. For all you furlough workers, everybody that's out there in the trenches, we feel your pain, man. Let me tell you something. Everybody's being affected. Don't think that it's just the people who are just being furloughed or whatever the case is that's being affected. Because, you know, just start with Metro, $400,000 a week being lost. Hair salons, barbershops, just everything's being affected right now by this situation, and it's just the beginning, sadly. So my prayers are with you guys and my Latino brothers and sisters. Believe me when I tell you, I haven't forgotten about you. I know when I saw that thing when they were putting you guys in these camps and separating you from your children, I also know that they never returned these children. And so I haven't forgotten. With Spotlight Over the City, we keep an eye on these type of situations. And so we're praying for you guys as well. That's family. And we want something different to happen, because if it was our family, we would feel away.
That's right.
How about if they came and take your children and put you in a camp? I call them camps. That's what they are. They put them in camps and separated the children. And now it's a divide because they didn't tag the children. Yeah. So you may have an infant and you don't know where your child is. And so never mind my freedom at that point. I want to know where my child is and if they're safe. And so this is what I bleed about. I hate it, and I ain't gonna get into it too much. So let's get to it. Spotlight Over the City. We got news.
Well, okay, we got some news. This is not new news anymore, but it's still a hot topic. Soulja Boy is still. I mean, they got memes and all kinds of stuff going on.
I owe him an apology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I owe you an apology, Soulja Boy. I do. I owe him an apology because last week I said Soulja Boy's a clown. And Soulja Boy this and that. And so I don't take back the clown part. I still think Soulja Boy's a clown just he's young, but the way he handles his handles, I think he can do it a different way. But I will tell you this, he's not lying to you. Soulja Boy was the innovator of all internet, the wave that you see now where people get money on their own. Soulja Boy pioneered that situation way with the dancing and the blah, blah, blah. He made it possible for you to come up with a song dance and it become platinum. And he did that innovatively. He put his own beats out there and he wrote his own lyrics and he did his own dances. And so for that situation, Soulja Boy, I salute you. I have to say, you talking your trash, but hey, man.
Drake.
It's solid. Drake.
I love
Breakfast Club.
Right.
What? Charlamagne.
Right. That's right, babe.
The one got 5 for 3 different jobs. Charlamagne. So that's my Soulja Boy impression. So hey, Soulja Boy, man. Hey, listen, bro. Salute to you, man. You grind hard. You got a console that no one else has came out with. The game is lit. I heard that you can play Xbox and all this other stuff in one console. And so they hating on you. If other people come up with that, they'll buy it off the shelf. Yeah. Black man come up with that, we hate on our own. Black power. We got to get it together. Yeah. You got to stop doing that. Don't choke out your own, brother. Yeah. Let them get a bag with you. It's okay.
That's
support
right.
them. You bought 2 PlayStations and 100 Xboxes, so get you one of them joints. So let's get
That's right.
Shout out to Soulja Boy. Yeah. Let's do something. Get with you, Soulja Boy. Get the money, bro. Get to the bag,
That's
bro.
That's right. Chris Brown. Why won't they leave him alone?
Well, because he owns his own masters. Chris Brown owns his own masters. How many people you know own their own masters in the music industry?
I still have mine.
Okay, so when you own your own masters and you own your own destiny, then they going to slander you as much as possible to try to take your name down because they don't like that fact. Chris Brown a strong brother. I don't back nothing he did as far as, allegedly he did this and that. I'm not clapping for nothing like that. I don't support that buffoonery. But what I will say is that he's a talented artist and he has paved the way. Just like Soulja Boy, he's doing some innovative stuff. It's a lot of artists that have been in the game for 20 years and don't own their masters. It's a young boy. What I mean by own your masters is your master is the original record that's cut, and every record that's pressed off of it or cut off of it. It's the master print. Okay. And so when you own your master, you own your destiny. So if you don't own your masters, then you don't have rights to your music. See? So this is what people don't understand in the industry because they just know they just gave me $2 million, but they took 10 from you. Right. So anyway, we don't get too far into that because we got some bomb guests and we got to get to it. I'm passionate about my people.
The rape charges were dropped because that was fake news, and now he is going to sue the accuser.
And he should sue them. And I think that this is a good example of what needs to stop because a lot of artists are being extorted, so to speak, and they're paying these people just to get out the media and just not to get their name dragged through the mud and have to go to court. Yeah. But Chris Brown saying, nah, we're not going to do that. So shout out to you, Chris Brown. Y'all got to stop that, man. Like, your boys. Watch how you move, though, if you're rich. Watch how you move so you won't put yourself in position to be accused. Get a good camp around you. Have your strong camp around you. Don't have your boys dragging a bunch of hood rats around. Yeah, you can't do that. Because they don't have no money. So they can hit them all day and they're not going to go to jail or none of that. They're going to say Chris did it. Yeah. Let's go. Spotlight.
Your boys. Your boys, Jay-Z and Meek.
Okay, I love it.
But this is good. They team up with some of their rich friends, Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriot.
What's going on with Jaye here?
Look at his head.
He letting his energy flow. I see.
He going back
natural.
To his roots. He going back to this late. Let it be.
What
right?
they doing, baby? They got some prison
roots.
Reform.
Yes,
right?
Prison reform. Robert Kraft and a few other millionaires. They've all pulled together to launch their new criminal justice reform organization called Reform Alliance. A good thing, right?
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And so shout out to Jay-Z, shout out to Meek, and keep pushing because we need that. We definitely need that. And I'm proud of them brothers for doing it.
Have you heard about this disgusting thing? Nathan Sutherland, a man in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, Nathan Sutherland. I think I have his picture too. A male nurse at a healthcare center in Phoenix has been charged with alleged sexual assault after the officials learned that he impregnated one of the mental health patients, and she was incapacitated, like in a vegetative state. So
show his picture again.
He going to go hump on a vegetative state, mentally ill woman that he was in charge of caring for, because
they let him be in charge? They let him right there. That's the boy.
But listen, babe, wait. He's a licensed practical nurse, and he was responsible for providing the care.
Okay. So now, is this alleged or did they?
Well, he's been charged. They got him because they did a DNA test. She had the baby. And they gave a DNA test on the baby, and he is the father. You're the father.
The one-eye boy.
The one-eye boy. And so now he's being charged because they know she was in a vegetative state. How did you get her pregnant? We put you over her to care for her.
He has a mental health issue.
He got
obviously.
something. Well, he gonna work that out behind bars, whatever he got. I just think that's disgusting.
Yeah, and it is.
Anyway, what's going on with your girl, Wendy Williams? I actually like Wendy Williams. She got a lot of people that don't like her because Wendy Williams speaks her mind. And if she gets some tea, she going to spill it. And she going to give her personal opinion as well. But
we want a personal opinion
we
on her.
Want to know the personal. We want to know the tea on you now, Wendy.
And isn't that where
First we heard her husband was cheating on her. But now we hear, because she is on a long hiatus from her show, which was not planned, right? So now she's got all these people filling in. And she was supposed to come back last week, and now she's not coming back, and we don't know when she's coming back. And it's rumored that it's because her husband beating her up. It's
So Wendy, we need you to come on and come back to the show and talk about it. Like
we need to know what's going on.
We need to know what's going on because we know everybody else's business according to you.
Yeah,
like,
you give everybody else business. Now we want to know your business. I want the tea. I'm gonna pick up my cup like she do every morning. She be like,
That's what you gonna do?
That's what I heard. I heard she was getting beat up by her husband.
But before we go any further, shout out to Facebook. Everybody on Facebook.
Yeah.
Cheryl, what's going on, sis? Dr. Neverson. I got ATL in the building. Shout out Clayton Brown.
Cheryl said she heard that Wendy has Graves' disease, and if that's what it is, and these rumors are false, then I will publicly apologize for just being silly about it. But we do want to know.
So
we do want to know.
But if she does, our prayer go out to her.
Yeah.
That's not a good situation.
Yeah, Michael Cohen postpones testimony before Congress. Stan and I talked about this yesterday because your death row president Trump and his friend Suge Knight, Suge Knight, and then we got the mobster Giuliani. They done put threats out allegedly against
they
this
put
man's
threats
family.
out on his family. So he said before he go any further and testify, see what was he about to testify against? He was going to say that Trump hired him to go and pay. What was he going to do? Oh, pay to fix the election. See, that went over y'all head. CNN threw it out there real quick and kept going like we didn't hear it, but I rewinded it. And I was like, did he just say that Trump paid them to flip the election 49-51? Well, hey, that's what they said on CNN, and he was going to testify, and then he started getting death threats on his family. So he said, well, wait a minute.
He ain't going to testify.
Well, he going to testify. But they got to get him safe and get everything in order.
Safe first.
Yeah, he going to testify.
Can you believe this? We got Suge Knight running the country. What the hell?
Well, I mean, so
let's not get into that. So anyway, happy birthday goes out to Kenya Moore. Can I see her picture? Because I'm like, she 48. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm sorry to say this, honey. I mean this. When my stomach get flat like that, I'm wearing crop tops in the wintertime. I'm wearing crop tops to the grocery store. I'm wearing crop tops everywhere I go when my stomach gets like that. Yes. I'm going to be crop top shawty.
Crop top. Okay.
Yes, I am. Because I got to give it to her.
Crop top.
That's right. That's going to be me.
Okay.
Kenya Moore just had a baby anyway, but happy birthday to you. She's 48 years old today, and she looks fabulous.
You are definitely looking good, Kenya.
Yeah, she looks good.
Really good.
But we have another special birthday today. Our daughter Tyler turns 23
yes,
today.
Happy birthday,
Tyler
Walla. Shout out Tyler Wilder. Happy birthday, baby.
To ya. My voice is gone.
Yeah, we
you
can't.
Can you hit it for
I
me?
ain't got it. But happy birthday,
happy
Tyler.
Happy birthday, Pumpkin.
A.K.A. Lulu.
My baby is 23, and I cannot wait to kiss
man.
you all over your face.
And she's established, graduated, somebody
something cum laude.
Something like that from Towson University. She has her own place, her own car, her own job, her own mind, her own everything.
Well, does it count how she got the car?
Don't y'all put her Benz out there throwing her the bus.
I'm
but
like,
anyway,
her own car.
Happy birthday, Tyler Wilder. Let's get it.
Happy birthday. Let's move on. What we got next? Oh, your segment.
It's my favorite part of the show, y'all.
Yes. Your favorite part.
Okay, Spotlight Shining Star. Spotlight Shining Star sponsored by Leverett Financial Services. Go to LEVERETTE.com, financialservices.com. I'm sorry. If you want to get your money right, they will show you how to do just that. Yes, all kind of services are only available just for you. Yes, Spotlight Shining Star. How do you pronounce this name?
Oh, this is August Alsina.
Lost his older brother. Okay, the gun violence in 2014.
The R&B star, August Alsina. I think he...
And recently lost his brother's wife to cancer. Now August is raising his niece's brother's daughter on his own.
So what happened is August Alsina, the R&B star, right? He lost his brother to gun violence, and then his brother's wife, who was left as a widow with their daughters, she just died now to cancer. So August Alsina is like, those are my nieces. I got to take them, and so he has taken those girls and is now raising them as his own daughters, and that is commendable. He's a young black man out here in the R&B entertainment world. Ain't got no time for 3 little girls, but he didn't have to do that.
And so shout out to you.
Yeah.
And so for those who don't watch it on a regular, what we do on Spotlight is every week we spotlight a shining star to put accolades to somebody in the community or whoever that does something that the community, because they don't give good news on the news. So we make sure that we represent by giving news that represent us well. Yeah. And so that's what we are glad to have this platform.
I love to see a young black boy doing that.
And so also Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A is going through some gripe with the community and this and that. And I don't know what it's about too much, so I don't want to get into that. But I will shout out Chick-fil-A for this. They didn't open up for the Super Bowl. I get that. But what they did do was open up, I don't remember what city, but someone had, it was a sickness, an illness, and it was a situation where they wanted to eat at Chick-fil-A. It was a terminally ill person. Exactly. They opened up for that person and their family. So shout out to because they don't do it. They just won't. They don't even do it for the Super Bowl. Yeah. And they losing a bag every Sunday. Know that. They don't care. And so it's about the principle. Yep. So shout out to Chick-fil-A for standing on principle and just having the God sense to say, I'ma still stand for something because it ain't many people out here today that's standing for much. That's right. As we can see. Yeah. Number 45 is confusing the hell out of me. So anyway, let's get to it. You ready? Yeah, we got a show to do. We got a show to do. We got some wonderful guests coming up, you guys. So right after this commercial, we'll be right. Hey, Jacob, do you have my trailer for the book? Is it on deck? We got up next. Guess what? Make sure you guys go to Amazon and get a copy of Blackbird Melly: The Transformation of a Gangster. I haven't promoted my book much on here. I don't know why. But make sure you do that. And I'm having book signings in Baltimore soon. I'm also having book signings in Atlanta soon and Charlotte. And also here in the PG County. So I'm going to go on a little book run. Yes. So you guys go on Amazon and get it because we're going to turn it into a film. I'm hustling hard. We're going to turn it into a film. And shout out to Vera Katz. Shout out to you, Miss Vera Katz. Hey, Miss Katz. Y'all get my husband's book, though. It's a good read. Make sure that's how we got together, I used the book to get to him. I was just like, I got your book. Yeah, she hadn't read a damn sentence. She ain't even know the title of the book. It worked. It worked, though. I got him, though, didn't I? Married, ain't we? Ain't we? Ain't we, though? It worked. Boom. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. It worked. Hey, so guess what? What? You say you do, Jacob? Had a trailer? We'll be right back after this commercial. Spotlight of the City.
In 1990, Washington, D.C. saw more than 470 homicides, earning it the label murder capital of the U.S.
Shit, there you go right there. Hey, listen, when y'all pull over to the side, I'm going to go in here and rush this dude. When y'all see me rushing, y'all rush in about 30 seconds. Give me about 30 seconds and rush the door. He ain't gonna know what hit him. What's up with you, man? How you feel, man? Good, man. What's going on with you, man? Man. I gotta tell you about this meeting, my nigga. Oh, yeah? All right, how that go? I don't know yet. I'm trying to see. I went and talked to the diamonds the other day, man. I
don't know, man. It's been a little funny.
Yeah, man.
I can't really say, but I got a funny feeling that these dudes are feeling at me.
Sure. You already know what it is. Wait for Black to get in there, give us the signal, run up in the joint, snatch this nigga up, get this bread, spaz out.
So when you leave here, you gonna go get something to eat? Yeah.
What's up, miss?
It's about time.
What's going on?
Somebody keep calling here, hanging up. Ever since you've been gone, somebody just keep calling, hanging up. What's going on?
All right. I'll see you guys
Thank
later.
you.
No, see you later, miss.
All right, take care.
I'm there out. They ain't saying nothing?
No, just keep hanging up. When you
How many
hear,
times is that?
when you hear, all day long. Every time you leave, all day long.
Man, fuck this. I'm going to Atlantic City. This is my birthday. I ain't doing all this shit, man. What? They ain't say nothing?
Nothing at all. Just keep calling, hanging up. When you're in here, it doesn't ring. As soon as you leave, ring. Nobody's saying nothing.
Probably one of them damn females. You know how they do. Yes, we got back spotlight over the city. Give it up. We got a +1. Jaye, Renee in the building. Give it up. Give it up. Man,
Yes,
we
looking
are so
all
happy to have.
good.
Look at her. Look. Our guests, man. Hey,
We have
y'all
the best
already
guests
know.
all the
Our
time.
guests be
You guys
so
are
lit.
awesome.
I guess be lit.
And
She
so,
is lit.
This young lady comes with a little bit of everything: beauty industry, books, all kind of stuff going on. So
Y'all see
let's
this book?
just get right to it. Who is this Jaye Renee? Let's talk about this. Who are you? Tell the people.
So I am a beauty industry educator. I am a marketing consultant. And basically my goal is to help beauty industry professionals improve the quality of their lives by understanding the business of beauty and what we do. A lot of times people say that the beauty industry is superficial, that what we do doesn't really matter. But what we really do is we help people to really provide the best lives for themselves and their family by helping them live their best life. When people are getting their hair done, when we get our nails done, like we feel well about ourselves. We feel good about ourselves.
Yes.
And it's well documented that when you look good, you feel good. People that are well groomed, who are taking care of themselves, they are more likely to get a promotion. They're
Yes.
more likely to get a job. They're more likely to advance in their careers. So what we do as beauty professionals, it's not superficial. It really allows us to really provide self-esteem and economic prosperity to our constituents. So I help beauty professionals really understand what we're doing so that we can really make a difference in the community.
Wow, I love it.
So you come with a book.
I do.
So
So my book.
congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
first, in
congrats
order
on
for
that.
being an author, because I do understand being an author is not an easy task.
Not at all.
And so you
sure.
definitely have to have discipline and focus. Yes. And so you have that because you are a published author.
Yes.
Of what? The six-figure
stylist. So it's the six-figure stylist secrets to exploding your beauty industry business and creating success by design. I truly believe that our life is what we make it. And you have to design it. Nothing just happens. And so I'm really a proponent of writing things down, planning things out, using your network, doing what you can to really design your life. And when you write things down, I have probably 20 or 30 notebooks that
Really?
I have goals from 10, 15 years ago. And everything that I wrote down, everything I wanted, I got.
You did it.
Like,
So you the vision board.
I'm
Yes.
vision board. I am mastermind groups.
I love it.
I am touch and agree. I am all of that.
I love
you
it.
say you want something, let's do it.
Let's
Let's put it
do
together.
it.
I really believe that.
So
I love
yes,
that.
I met you at Donnie Glover's Black Wall Street. Shout out to the homie. That's
Shout
the
out.
homie.
Shout out
Mr.
Donnie.
Donnie.
Love him. Be more
Congratulations!
news.
Yes.
I was on his show last week. It'll be
I
recorded.
can't
so
wait to watch it.
He has a new show, the Donnie Glover Show. Shout out to him. It's on ABC too.
Yes.
And shout out Frank as well, who
Frank
shooting
Johnson.
down there. That's the homie. Man, we had a great time. So shout out to him, and he is why I know you.
Yes.
And so he is nothing but fabulous, and he hangs
He's
around
amazing.
nothing but amazing people.
Yes.
And so you are one of those amazing people.
Thank
so
you.
here we are now.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about this six-figure
Yes.
stylist book. What
Yes.
made you, first of all, decide to become an author? Because a lot of people in the beauty industry are just that, but they don't write
Yes.
books. So,
So-
why a book?
For that reason, a lot of people in the beauty industry, they are not authors, and a lot of times we get stuck being behind the chair, and we don't take a broader look at what we can do in the industry. So my book is pretty much an outline of what you have to do as a holistic beauty professional, so that you can look at the beauty industry from from all avenues.
I
believe
love
in,
that.
Thank you. I believe in multiple streams of income,
Yes.
and in
It's
this
necessary,
day and age, you have to
as
have
you
it,
can
right?
see, right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So my book talks about how to use your website as being a focal point, how to being in charge of your message and what you're doing, and ownership, and not relying on social media, but how to use social media in context, how to be on the service side and the product side.
Okay.
So that even as
like
a professional, we're still earning money in our sleep.
Yeah,
So-
man, that's what's
And
up.
so that's what. So for a lot of people, they don't understand. But I heard someone say, I don't want to give the wrong credit to someone, but they said you're not really making money until you can make money in your sleep, which means you have to be an investor in something. You have to, even if it's yourself,
Yes.
a product, be a product, so that while you're not using your hands, because you can only make but so much with
Yes.
your hands.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's a great way of thinking. So we appreciate you bringing that, and this
Thank
is,
you.
and you bring beauty along with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank
you,
you.
would you consider yourself also a stylist?
She's a licensed stylist.
I'm a licensed
Yeah.
stylist.
stylist,
Actually licensed barber, by the way. So
Oh.
yeah, when I was in hair school initially, I didn't want to do makeup. I didn't want to do the skincare and all that. I just wanted to do hair. So I figured, why not take the shortcut? I save a
Yeah.
few months, save a few dollars, and I'll
Right.
do everything with hair. And then I started to I had to go back because I fallen in love with nails and other aspects.
Wow.
So
So
it-
you just an all-around beauty
I'm
expert.
all
all
beauty.
around. I'm
Yeah,
all around.
I
really
love
enjoy
it. I really love that.
So we would
you.
like to have you come on sometime, and like we'll have
Do a
little
beauty
segments,
panel.
So we do little beauty
Absolutely.
segments
I
and
would
stuff,
love it.
and
Yeah.
then you can talk about the more in depth. We'll have panels. They'll ask
Yep.
you questions
Yep.
about beauty industry and
Absolutely.
do's and don'ts and that kind of
That
stuff.
would be nice.
I would love that.
We'll
Yeah.
definitely do something like that. Do you have anything coming up that you would like for our viewers
Any
to know?
events that you're hosting or anything like that, or any make sure you definitely give them all your information before you get out of
Awesome.
here. Your websites, your
Yes.
emails, your
All of that.
your email, anything, any
Whatever
product-
you want them to know.
anything that they can find you on any
Thank
platform,
you.
social media wise or whatever.
Fantastic.
Don't give me your number though. I don't want you saying, well,
Won't
I
do
gave it
that.
out on
Oh my
Spotlight. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Thank you. So I do have, well, first and foremost, you can find out more information about me on my website at jayerenee.com. That's JAYERENEE.com. That's my home base. You can find out everything. My website, I like it now, but it's pretty much being revamped, so bear with me. It's going to be bigger and greater. Also, I have a special launch that's really top secret that's taking place on February 14th, so you want to make sure that
On
you're
Valentine's Day?
yes, on Valentine's Day, because it's something that's really near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
So follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Beauty Industry J. I'm on YouTube at Dollface Marketing. Let's see, my email, you can find my email through my website.
Through the website?
Yes, jayerenee.com.
Now make sure it's JAYE, you guys.
Yes, JAYE.
JAYE.
And Renee with 2 E's.
Two E's.
RENEE.com.
Make sure you know that, so.
JRenee.com.
Yes.
I want to make sure they can
Okay.
find you. We really appreciate you coming.
We do.
You are definitely amazing.
Thank you.
And you did a great job as well hosting Black Wall Street, so that must be something that's also near and dear to your heart, because I've seen you there and you be full-fledged there. So
Yeah.
I mean, you giving out awards left and right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually you gave wifey an award. She
Yep.
received the Black Wall
Yes.
Street
So
Award.
because
Exactly.
she's I mean, black
Look at
women,
this book.
what we do in terms of economic development for our community is second to none. I mean, with the men, you guys hold it down 100%, but there's something special about us women.
Yes,
and
it
so
is.
it was my
Girl.
honor to be
Thank
there.
you. It was-
to salute you.
I was almost on the floor. It
She didn't
took
even know
everything
she was
in
gonna
me.
receive
so
an award.
It was. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming all the way from where you live.
I'm in Annapolis.
Okay,
but I'm
so-
DMV, so not
She's
too far.
trying-
I'm in
she's-
the area. I'm all over.
Yeah.
I'm all
Okay,
over.
but you're not too
95.
far away. You're a part of the Spotlight family now. So if our platform can be of any use to you for some of your upcoming events, please make sure you reach out to
Thank
us.
you so
okay?
much. I definitely will.
Yeah,
We're
so-
family now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
one more time,
Okay.
give it up for
Give
Jaye
it up
Renee.
for
You guys
Jaye
in the
Renee,
building.
y'all.
We appreciate you coming. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
Thank you.
All right.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. put the spotlight on your city. Carolina feeling. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina feeling. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina feeling. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city.
We are back with another +1 in the building. We have actor, director, Darnell Dupree.
Yeah, give it up, give it up. Thanks for coming, my brother. It's a pleasure to have you on board.
You came a long way too, because from my understanding, you're in Baltimore, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's down the street.
It's a long way on a weeknight evening.
Come up here and do a show. It is not like it's around the corner,
traffic.
right?
Yeah, in traffic. So we appreciate
you
it.
big time for doing
we
that.
really do. Thank you so much. We first met this young man back in, I think, July or August at a movie premiere or movie screening for Water with a Slice of Lemon, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I don't think that it's not like out or anything like that, but what Stan and I recognize is true talent. We said, wow, we need to see if we can get him on the show. The role that you played in that film was very, very good. And so we noticed that.
Yeah, you did an amazing job.
You did a great job. You did a great job. And so we thought we'd have you come on because you were telling us that, you've done some prior acting. And I saw from your bio that you played a part on The Wire.
Absolutely.
And you've got some things coming up. You've got your directing debut. So we want to know all about that.
Yes.
All about those things.
So do you know, Mama, before you get started, do you know the little homie Trey Chaney?
I do.
And Juan Glover, Big G?
Yes, that's my guy.
Okay. Wow.
So they were also in The Wire. That's why I asked.
Big G.
That's fam. That's
Yeah,
the fam. That's
that's
the home
fam.
team. So.
Absolutely. That's a good dude there.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good.
No, we want to know more about that. We want to know more about, like what drew you to the world of acting and what are some of the more fun things that you've done, and we want to know what things we can look forward to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, with acting, it started out, I want to say I kind of stumbled on it.
Oh.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
I was running late for class one day, and I happened to take a side street on a detour, and I noticed these trailers just parked on the side. I saw like cameras and stuff, so I pulled over and I asked one of the bystanders that was just on looking. I said, "Well, what's going on here?" So they said, "Well, they're shooting some movie called The Wire." Right?
Just like
not
that,
a show,
right?
but a movie called The Wire.
Right.
And in that time, this was maybe 2000, 2001. So in Baltimore, films were not being shot at all.
That's right.
Okay.
There were no real outlets for filmmaking or things like that, so it was new to me. So me, being my imaginative self, I told myself, I said, you know what? If these trucks are still here when I get back from class, I kind of made that little pact with myself. I said, you know what? If I see these trucks again, I'm going to jump out and I'm just going to run on set and tell them, how can I get down? That's what I'm thinking.
What?
So,
Okay.
Really?
Tell us how that worked out.
How
Okay.
that ended up.
I'm curious.
So I can't wait for this.
I know I don't have a lot of time, so I'm kind of skip past
No, we good. Go. I want to hear this.
So after I come from class and I'm riding down the street and I'm having that little talk with myself, I'm like, okay, I'm almost here. And I look up the one way and I see the trucks. I said, damn.
They still there.
Still there.
Man, you gotta make good
gotta
ones.
jump now. I gotta do it, right? So I pull around the block, I park, hop out the car, and I'm walking up the street. And I believe it's maybe episode 1 or 2 or something, where the the drug addict Bubbles.
Yeah,
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
I know you're talking about.
It was him and his little the Caucasian friend he had, the white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him too.
Yes, the
Because
both
he's
of
be
them.
pushing the car.
Yeah.
all the
Yes,
time.
exactly, with all this stuff in there. So
I remember.
I'm walking. I actually caught that scene.
Okay.
Where he got hit in the
Okay.
middle of the street
Okay.
by the car.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, oh my God. So I'm looking. I'm like, this is really happening. And I look over on the sidewalk and you see the director with the director's chair and the umbrella. And so all of this was new to me. So,
Wow.
And I literally stayed on that set. And a gentleman walked up to me and he's like, hey man, can I take your picture? So I turned around, I'm like, take my picture. And I'm dressed in sportswear, so
Right.
black t-shirt and jeans. And like, what do you want to take my picture for? He's like, well, just let me take your picture, man. He's like, I'm with HBO. So I said, I gave him one of these looks like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he's like, no, for real, really, no, it's not nothing like that. He turns around, on the back of his shirt, it says HBO The Wire. So I said, okay. All right.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, man, just let me take your picture. He had me stand up against these row houses, took a picture. He's like, we'll be back with you in the next maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, all right. And I'm going to tell you how much I believed him. I gave him my grandmother's number.
You serious?
I literally gave him my grandmother's house number. And during this time, a lot of people didn't have cell phones.
Right.
So, she just calls me up one day. It's like, Darnell. She's like, we just talking normal talk. How you doing, Grandma? Blah, 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 blah. She's like, well, somebody called here for you before I forget. Some lady called here for you from, I don't know. So I'm quiet now. I'm like, well, who's going to call your house? Like, who is it? So she's like, well, she said her name was X, Y, and Z, and she's something about The Wire and HBO.
But
and
she was like, oh,
when
grandma.
she said that, let me tell you, my heart was in my underwear.
Right.
I didn't know what because no experience at all.
Right. So now you got to make do for real. It got to come true now because they looking for you.
It has
Wow. And that's
So
really how you got your foot in the door.
to. Literally.
Look
They
at that,
told
but-
me, she said, you know what? Here's the number. And as I'm writing the number down, my fingers are shaking. I'm just like, oh my God, what did she mean? So I'm writing the number. I called the phone. And I said, well, yeah, I was told that someone called my grandmother's house for me. She's like, well, what's your name? I said, well, it's Darnell Dupree. Mr. Dupree, we've been looking for you. Where have you been? We've been trying to call you and get in touch with you next month. And I'm just like, okay. So she's like, well, I need you to report at this place at this time on Friday.
That
What
is
is your
just
next
nothing
size
happens
and
by
all this?
coincidence.
And
That
so-
just goes to
and
show
so
you
that
that's
shows-
what
that
that was
show
your
every-
destiny.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
God divine.
Acting.
Like everything is ordained. Like for
Yep.
real. Like coincidence. That ain't even a Greek word. I mean,
Nope.
that ain't even a Hebrew word.
Right.
It's not even in the Hebrew. So that's how you know it's not real. And so in my mind, I would just want to hear you play it out to see did you even like how did I thought you really jumped on this set.
No. I
And
didn't
was
have
gonna
it
do
in me to
that.
do that, but
Cause
you know,
that's
Wow.
something crazy I would do.
but it was crazy though. Once I showed up, they had me do a couple of background scenes. I did 6 background episodes,
Uh-huh.
and then I received that phone call to read for a speaking role.
Wow.
And I came
That's pretty
in,
cool.
I got it,
And you got it. And you ended up being a part of The Wire.
yes.
Good
And
for
so
you.
that-
And shout out to Idris and Wood Harris because they kind of coached me over the phone.
What'd you say? Shout
Oh
out to-
my God.
Hey.
Idris said,
Hey.
this joker here, she
Wood
ready to get
Harris.
divorced
Hey,
already.
Stringer Bell.
That's all she talk about is string. Every time when I first
But
met her,
baby, that's
she
he's
was
not
like,
a real
hey,
person.
Stringer Bell.
Stringer Bell is not real.
I mean,
Oh, that's what it.
Yeah, it's Stringer Bell.
Stringer Bell, girl.
Avon girl. The Avon girl.
She was an Avon girl.
Yeah, now
The Avon.
yeah,
That's
Avon
what-
Barksdale still, yeah, I get it, but Stringer Bell, yeah, it was
God.
okay.
Okay,
Well, that's
well,
very
moving
interesting.
on.
So okay, fast forward. Now you're getting your feet wet into the directing realm, right?
Absolutely.
And
So you went from acting to directing. So how did that happen?
Well, I always, much like the young lady that was just up here, I've always had this infatuation with being my own boss.
Mm-hmm.
That was my whole thing, creating legacy for my soon-to-be kids or whatever
That's
the case
right.
may be. So I always want to lay down a foundation, something I could pass on.
Yeah.
And why not let it be something related to the film industry?
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Since you were
already
in
there,
that footing
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made connections. I did a lot of networking, and
Yeah.
just me. And I also wanted to see my vision from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see things progress from nothing and turn it
and turn it into something. The process.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in love with the process.
Okay.
And so, what's your favorite between acting and directing? Which one would you choose if you had to make a choice?
Wow.
Career-wise.
Oh my God. I would say, ironically, both of them really have no expiration date on it, and that's another thing I love about the film industry. Like, you have actors that have been in acting since they were little kids. And, I mean, look at Morgan Freeman. Look at Tommy
But you
Lee
got to
Jones.
pick. You have to pick right now.
He's not letting me get away
No,
from
you
it,
trying to
Jaye.
slide off. Spotlight
Okay.
over the city. We hold you straight.
gotta
to
pick.
it.
All right.
You got to make a pick. Pick a
They
side.
say you
Pick a
gotta
side.
have one, and that's the only one you
They
gotta
say,
pick
look,
one or the
bro,
other.
we're going to pay you such and such to act, or same ticket to direct as act, though. Ain't no difference
Oh
at
my
this point. It's not a
God.
money situation.
Right.
It's a love situation.
It's a love situation.
What
Which
you
one
gonna do,
what you gonna do?
Well, why y'all being tough?
Hey, man, this
Okay, all
spotlight
right.
over the city,
let
bro.
me say, if I had to pick, this is tough, man, but I would probably give a slight nod to directing.
Okay.
I would say the same, but I want to know your why.
Mainly, and I'm gonna tell you, this is probably the only reason why, is because I think you have more influence on the overall project as a director
Yeah.
than you do as a single actor.
I could
in the
see
film.
that.
Well, I would say I had this. I was shout out to Vera Katz. Me and her were in the living room, and she asked me this question. She say, "So long term, what are you going to choose?" Because I was trying to take directing lessons under her. She taught at Howard, by the way, and put Taraji in Hollywood and a whole bunch of people. So this is who Vera Katz is. So she said, "So which one would you choose?" And so I was like, "Directing." She said, "That's a good choice because." In her opinion, she said it's more longevity in it because you don't get too old to direct. But in acting, you have certain roles that you can fit in as a youngster. But when you get a little older, it's only a limited role for you,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And so that's what she said up to me. And that's why I was wondering what your why would be. And I
Yeah.
was figuring which one you would choose.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit more
Absolutely.
about your upcoming, you got something coming up, being a director, and you've got this nonprofit thing going on. Let's talk a little
I
bit
really
about
wanna
that.
hear about that nonprofit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into that now.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure we got to
It's all
that
together,
important
yeah.
stuff.
Thank you.
We got to Skype them in,
Oh, okay, cool.
and we told them, Skype them in. So we're gonna get through this
Okay.
one too.
Okay, so the nonprofit organization is called the Grassy Roots Project, and the way that came about was, I'm a natural athlete, so I come up playing football and basketball, and all kinds of sports. But under the whistle, I played sports, football and basketball, all the way up to high school. I mean, I played semi-pro with basketball. So I went to college and then semi-pro.
Okay.
So it was my ultimate way to give back to the community. I always feel like if you're blessed enough to get opportunities to build a platform and to be influential in your communities, that you kind of owe that to your community to give back.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I come from very humble beginnings, so and I'm always still in that environment, so I feel like I owe those little kids the same thing. Because I once had those dreams of doing something major and impacting the people that are watching me, so I definitely feel compelled to give that back. So,
So what's the name of it? So
it's
people can
The Grassy Roots Project.
Grassy Roots
Yeah.
Project.
Now, I'm in the process of receiving my 501c3.
Okay.
So,
okay.
it's
That's
not
really good.
completed
It's
yet.
still, but
Yeah,
it's
but
but
that's
it's
it, though. That's
it's,
a great thing.
That's
I
right.
love what you're doing. We
I
also
love
have
that.
a nonprofit we working on as well.
So
for
you
that
know what I'm
same-
talking
yes,
about
I do.
then. That's a process.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
process.
process.
It's a tedious one.
Yeah,
Tedious
I'm gonna put you on to
process.
somebody who can help speed it up for you.
I
though.
appreciate
But
that.
yes,
Yeah.
they also write grants, so they can help you once you get it, because you need grants and all this and that. So
That is
Yeah.
true.
I got you, bro.
Yeah,
I told you,
yeah.
same lane, bro. We spotlight on you,
have
bro.
us all.
Listen
Yeah.
to me, man.
So
Look, I'm trying to
what
tell you, you got
can our viewers look forward to in the near future from Darnell Dupree? What do you want them to how
Where
do
can
they find you?
Because we got to.
We wanna build y'all gotta go follow him.
Look, when we Skype the person, and he can sit tight.
Okay.
And we
Oh,
can
yeah.
go to the Skype, and
Yeah.
then we can.
Well, I got time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what time we got to Skype?
7:45, so we're a little bit behind,
Okay,
but
so
we
let's
good.
Skype
We
now.
good.
You sit tight, and let's go to the Skype.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yes.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city.
Welcome
All
back
right,
to
we're
Spotlight
back.
Over the City. We are back. We had a little difficulty, so we're gonna get right back in about 5 more minutes. We'll Skype in Alfonso, but we still have Jaye on the panel, so make sure you guys give her, if you have any questions or anything going on before we get off there, make sure you shoot it to her so we can ask her. But back to you, gentlemen. You was giving out some info and stuff, so now we can kind of take our time a little bit and get.
Yeah, definitely on. I believe Terry asked me about upcoming projects that we have. So one upcoming project we have is a film called The Double Exclusive. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a project that was brought to me by BCP, which is Black Carpet Productions.
Okay.
They're actually out of DC as well.
Okay.
Shout out to
Productions. Shout out to y'all.
Jocelyn.
Shout out Jocelyn.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Okay.
Adib, and also G-Man Productions, which is Glenn Pardon, a good business partner of mine. So
Okay.
we all got together and with an amazing
Make
project.
sure you're talking to Mike.
I'm sorry.
Make sure you hear.
We the three entities got together and on an awesome project, man. This is going to be
Wow.
a really decent project. I'm extra excited about it. It's
Okay.
going to start off as a short film, of course. We've completed it. It's in the process of post-production right now. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, we're
Wow.
looking to launch it around April.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Y'all heard that now, and we'll have more coming from this young man. You told me you're gonna come back to the show soon too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah, so you have, like
Yeah.
to say, you family, so make sure you keep us up on all your projects
Yes.
so you can come back on and promote through Spotlight. And we love what you're doing. I definitely like how
Thank
you're
you.
thinking.
Yeah.
And the nonprofit is a big deal. A lot of people don't know that giving is how you receive. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
And so, that's a blessing that you even know that.
Yes.
And, so
Yeah.
I like your grind. Keep up your hustle, and we're going to keep tuning
how do
into
people
you.
keep up with you?
Yeah, how do they find
Oh
you?
man,
Social media.
Yeah, social media. I'm probably more on Facebook and IG more than anything.
Okay.
But, it's at Prevision Films, which is my film company, of course. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I forgot
Prevision.
to mention
Prevision Films,
Yes,
y'all.
that's-
Okay
Prevision
then.
Films.
that. Yes, that's PREE, the word
P-R-E-E.
vision and film.
Gotcha.
Okay,
All together.
PREE.
It's 2 E's.
Yes.
PREE.
Yes.
Vision
Vision Films.
Film. All together,
So it's
y'all.
at PREE. Vision
Yes.
Films. How about
Vision
Facebook?
Instagram. Facebook, same thing.
Same
Prevision Films.
Prevision Films.
Yes, and it's actually the last 4 letters of my last name, Dupree.
Okay.
PREE.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. PREE.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
kind of a
yeah,
play
yeah.
on words.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I like that. I was
Okay.
wondering where the
I
double
like
E's
that.
came from,
Yeah.
but that'll work.
PREE Vision Films,
That's
y'all.
creative. So
And-
Prevision Films.
And
Y'all-
I also have a I also have a personal page as well, Darnell Dupree.
Okay.
That's on Facebook and Instagram as well, at Darnell Dupree.
DARNELL, right?
Yes.
Darnell. Okay
Gotcha.
then.
And DUPREE.
All right. Well, we
All right.
appreciate that so much. We appreciate y'all. Look for great things coming from this young man in the future.
Absolutely.
And make sure you go follow him today, so
Yes.
you keep up with what he's doing.
Yes.
Immediately.
Okay.
Right now. Get on and
And
follow
we're gonna do a quick commercial break, and we're gonna try this interview again.
And we'll be
Right.
right back.
Right
Spotlight
back.
over the city.
Thank you guys.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina feeling. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See those superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby.
Here we go. There
And
we
now
go.
we can see you.
Hello.
What's going on, bro?
What's up? How are you?
Man,
How
we
are
good.
you?
We good.
I'm doing incredible. I'm up here at Sundance.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
We
Wish
are
I was there.
super proud of what's going on. When I read all this, I said, oh my goodness, we got to get him on. We wish we could have you live here in the studio, but technology allows us to do this, and we're very appreciative for you joining us for these last few minutes of the show.
For sure.
Oh, no, it's a real honor and thrill. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell us and tell our viewers about this Moths and Butterflies film that you are a winner of something, and I don't want to spill it. I'm gonna let you tell it. What did you win?
I am the winner for the HBO Award for Best Short Film at the American Black Film Festival.
Yeah.
Man, give it up for that.
Yes, y'all, give it up.
Yeah,
Woo!
we like it.
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me. Moth and Butterflies is a film that I wrote. And it's about mental health. It's about love. It's about accepting who you are, and most importantly, it's about exercising empathy.
Oh, man.
Love it.
Wow. The film was inspired by some relationships in which that I had encountered over, really in my 20s. I noticed a lot of my friends had experienced some really low lows, and I didn't understand what was going on, and a lot of people were not talking about what was going on.
Yeah.
A really close friend of mine committed suicide on my 21st birthday, and that was the first kind of shockwave that kind of like shook me to the core.
Man.
And then throughout my 20s, I began to develop anxiety, and I wanted to deal with that in an honest way.
Yeah.
So I wrote this film.
Wow, man, we love
this.
this.
That's a really honest way to deal with it. And congratulations on the Sundance situation.
Yeah.
I wish I was out there.
Yeah.
That's big.
Hey, I don't have a film here. I'm just here to be a man about town, to get the word out about the movie.
That's right.
That's right.
Just to meet some wonderful people.
That's right.
That's
so
how
it's
you hustle, though. That's the grind.
It's going to premiere on HBO next Thursday, right?
No, 2:30
from
February
now.
7th.
February 7th.
February
2:30
7th.
during Black History Month, right?
Yeah, hey, man. That's exactly.
Okay, well, we're definitely going to push it on our end. We're going to push that and get the word out there so we can get as many viewers as possible.
Definitely.
That's amazing. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I had, when you mentioned your story, my first cousin, who was almost like a brother to me, committed suicide. What was that, babe? About 2-3 years ago.
About 2 years,
it was very, very tough. And my sister, actually, she's a mental health professional. She has a mental health practice here in the DMV. She's Dr. Neverson. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. So, this stuff is near and dear to my heart. So I am so looking forward to February 7th because I am going to be glued to the TV.
And you
hold up. You said DMV?
Yeah, we're in the DMV area.
I went to Virginia State.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Where y'all at?
We're in like the Washington D.C. metropolitan area.
Yeah, we directly across from Howard University, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you right there.
Yeah, we right in the city. Yeah.
Whenever you're in this area, this platform, you're part of the family now. Once you come on the show, you're in the family.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
however our platform can help you and what you're doing, let us know.
Thank you.
Okay, we appreciate it.
I'm definitely going to use that. I have nothing but love for the DMV. In fact, I'm looking at home ownership in Baltimore, which is not quite the DMV.
But it's really close.
We done grandfathered them in.
Yeah, that's where he's from. That's right.
We got Baltimore in the building now.
I mean, from a distance, you kind of look like Charles Blow from CNN. You about to say that?
No, that's not.
That's not him, but he is in that. He's in the industry. He's in the.
Yes.
He's an actor too. So
and
he was a director. He was on our show tonight as well, and he lives in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
So thank you
proud
again,
of you, my brother. We proud and we salute you for what you're doing.
Yes,
Absolutely.
kudos to you.
Oh, thank you.
We will get the word out. Send us the stuff that you want us to put out there, and we're on it.
And how can they keep up with you before you go? How can they follow you?
How can they follow you?
So you can check me out on my website, www.alfonsojohnson, ALFONSO Johnson.com.
Okay.
You can check me out on Instagram, Alfonso_Johnson. Twitter, Alfonso Johnson, Facebook, all of
Okay.
this stuff.
it.
We got it. We'll put it out there for you.
Okay,
Thank you. HBO February 7th.
We got
February
you.
7th, we got you locked in. That's
Yep.
a great date too, though.
I'm
7th,
tuned
we love
in,
it.
bro.
Okay, we all tuned in. The whole
salute.
metropolitan area.
And we'll make sure they can go on Spotlight and see that date. And any trailers or anything come available, let us know. We'll plug it in on the show.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure that my publicist sends everything over.
Yeah,
Bet.
we'll put it
Appreciate
on the
it.
show.
All right, bro, be
Fantastic.
good. Let us know how it turns out at Sundance.
Say it again.
Let us know how it turns out at Sundance.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm so excited for everything that's gonna be happening. I
Yeah.
can't wait. I'll be sure to let you know.
Yep. All
All right,
right,
you
Will.
breaking up,
Seems
but
like
be
the call
good.
drop.
We'll
Peace.
talk to you soon. Peace.
Okay.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, all right
we
now.
appreciate that, man.
Straight dope.
Yeah, man, we are so blessed. We have so many talented people that come through
Amazing
Spotlight over the
guests.
city. We have some amazing shows coming up.
Yes,
we got to
we
wrap
do.
it up, though, you guys. We got to get out of here. But before we go, I just like to say, I know people are going through some tough times. Hang in there. This is time to get spiritually grounded and rooted. Make sure you don't be shaken. That's the way to not be so shaken, is to be spiritually rooted and grounded. It's going to be really tough out here today, but we salute you guys. We know we're pulling for you. It's affecting everybody. But just
Yeah.
look around and be sure, before you want to quit and give up on something, make sure you look around, because there's always someone doing worse than you. And it gives you something to be thankful for. And on that note, we got to get out here. We want to thank our guests for being a part of Spotlight
Thank you
over the
all
city
so
once
much.
again.
Thank you
Having
both.
us. Thanks for
And
having
as always, love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight